These are the world's smallest homes. World's smallest apartments, actually, in
Okay.
Hong Kong.
Apartments. They are only 16 square feet in size, and they are known as coffin homes. Inside, it's impossible to stand up or even stretch your arms. Some aren't even wider than the residents' shoulders or longer than their body. Despite this, these coffins are utilized as a living room, a kitchen, and a bedroom at the same time. Hong Kong has had the world's most expensive housing market for 14 years. Around 200,000 people have no choice but to...
I feel like if I was going to live in one of these, I think I could do it, to be honest with you.
That just sounds miserable.
Does it, though? It's kind of like when we were kids, and you would take all of your blankets to the one room and build yourself like a little fort.
Honey, that's like draping blankets over the bottom bunk on a bunk bed, and that's your house.
Yeah, I think I could do this. I'm not going to lie.
No, you couldn't. Okay, go.
live in these homes.
This is one of the richest cities in the world, and we're gonna witness how these people survive here.
Loud?
Some people have to live together in a
I don't know.
single
Are you guys
coffin,
getting
and
echo?
some even barely fit inside their own homes.
Oh,
this
that's a good-
documentary will also spend a full day.
That's a good point. What about the toilet?
Look at them toes.
Oh my gosh, look at
What
those
a
rippers.
pause point. That's disgusting.
That's a good point. Like, where do
That's
they shower
not
and poop?
right.
Hopefully
I mean,
it's
I
not in
wouldn't
their
want to
room.
clip my toenails in that place either.
Why wouldn't you want to clip your toenails in that place?
Because, like, then they'd just be in my bed. Like, yeah, how do they shower?
I don't know. We're going to find
Where's
out.
their
Coffin home
bathroom?
resident
Is it a
who has lived in
shared
miserable
space?
conditions for
I think it
16
would have to.
years. First, we're starting with the most comfortable one.
Brooms.
Invest in nail clippers.
Bro, invest
Yeah, that was,
exactly.
I think we need like a Dremel at that point. That's terrible.
Each floor in this building
All right.
has 20 to 30 coffin-sized subdivided apartments.
Can't even stand up.
This building was not originally designed like this, but through illegal renovations, they split this floor horizontally into two, squeezing in an extra level to fit more people inside. That's why the ceiling height is incredibly low.
Look, one floor has been split in half to create two levels.
This is Coco.
So like, imagine that every single room in your house is split into two. Like, you can't stand up straight. And so it's like walking around in a bunk bed.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
Well, now I kind of see why COVID and stuff like that was such a bigger deal over in those, like, over in China than it was here. They live, and even in England, they live in such close quarters with each other. Not like the US where everybody really just has, like, you have apartment buildings, but even then they're so separated.
Oh, at least she has an air conditioner.
Sure.
I mean, I think you would need one. What if somebody ripped a fart?
Oh.
Like, could you imagine
Well, they're
it
all
spreading
eating
throughout the whole
Chinese
building?
food. Do you think, like, here it tears up our stomach? What about them? Like, what if they eat something bad?
Yeah, just one person getting sick.
Oh, that's gonna.
Was
That's
home. She's been living here alone for 10 years.
Thankfully, I have a window. Normally, coffin homes don't have one. A fridge, a TV, that's it. Since this place is small, you can't have much.
It seems a cockroach got
Oh
trapped
my
and died
gosh.
inside her rice cooker.
But there was a cockroach inside of her rice cooker, guys.
What?
Yeah, you didn't.
That's disgusting.
Let me see if I can find it.
Or bed bugs. Oh no. Bed bugs would be an absolute
It seems
nightmare.
a cockroach got
Right there,
trapped
there's
and
the
died inside
cockroach.
her rice cooker.
I've seen 3 people pass away in these rooms. When the people upstairs close their doors, it's a bit difficult to know when they pass away.
I'm sorry, their voiceover is absolutely terrible. I've seen 3 people pass away. They have got to get some. There needs to be somebody better.
When they start to smell, we call the police. The power
Oh,
load
that
is
is
too
so
high,
terrible.
so it's easy to catch fire.
The coffin home we're about to visit would feel worse than a prison. But first, let's peel back the walls. Now we're faced with dozens of people packed like sardines. An 800 square foot apartment is divided into 30 coffin-sized units.
Wow.
These homes lack windows for fresh air or even sunlight. And inside each claustrophobic closet is a person silently battling depression and anxiety.
26 people live here, and the smell is overwhelming. The corridor is so narrow that they
So I wonder, is this like, do they choose this on purpose? Do they choose to live here? Like for pricing or affordability or anything. Like, why would you end up in a place like this? And do they not have building codes?
That's a
Like fire safety codes, anything like that? Because that's my biggest concern.
well, I would think it'd be kind of like New York, right? Because Hong Kong is one of the most
I've never been
populated
to.
places on Earth. But I think if I were going to live in one of those, the pricing better be like the price better be right. You know what I'm saying?
No kidding. I don't know.
People are stacked like bricks here.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
How long have you been living here?
About 6 years.
Oh, there's one more guy here. So you stay together?
Yes,
Is he your husband?
my boyfriend.
They live in a space where even one person
Gosh.
can hardly
That's a
fit.
toxic
Along the
relationship.
walls, hooks hold clothes, bags,
I mean, that's like living in a tent with your spouse
Like a
or with
two-person tent.
for 6 years.
Mm.
That is crazy.
and personal items. One side of the headboard doubles as an all-purpose shelf, while the door is packed with electronics and cables. Cleaning supplies and bottles are stored at the bottom. Their trash, the towel they use, fast food packaging, all within inches of the pillow they lay their head on. Because there is no window here, they use a fan to cool down. She has a short haircut to prevent herself from getting too hot in the Coffin homes.
You don't have ventilation, and the air quality is bad here. How do you live like
The air
this?
quality is
I don't
really
know.
bad. I
Whatever.
wonder why.
How do you change your clothes in such
Imagine like smoking in this place.
a small place?
I have to bend and twist. It takes 10 minutes.
What is it
Look
like
at the
to live
bites on
here?
her legs.
It's difficult. Lots of things bite you. Look,
What is this?
bed bugs.
This is a huge
I'm out.
problem.
Yeah,
can't.
biting me all
my
over.
gosh.
Roaches,
They're
bed bugs, I
everywhere.
literally can't.
Look how many I caught.
No.
They suck blood.
Bed bugs can cause people to get anemia by biting them.
No.
They are very common
No.
pests in subdivided apartments.
I would rather live out on the street than live in a place that had bed bugs.
Like, I truly, like, is this like a government sanctioned, like a way to keep homeless people off the street? Or is this like they choose to live here? Like they sign an application and put down a deposit to live here?
I have
Like, is this a
I don't know.
choice?
I have no clue. Pillow and I, when we were younger, we moved out to our first apartment, got bed bugs one time.
We let a friend, his friend, move in with us, and he brought us bed bugs, and it was the most horrible situation ever. Because it was just like, it's just gross. You feel so disgusting. And then, so you have to have an exterminator come in, like your couches, your mattresses, like all of it has to go. You pretty much have to start all the way over, we cleared out our apartment, took everything to the laundromat, and you have to like wash it and dry it on like a certain heat. And then you can bring it all back in after they have done their treatment.
I don't even know
So
how
we had to get new furniture and all that.
I don't even know how you would like I don't even know how you would clean these apartments.
No, there's no way. That's what I'm saying. They can't have like building codes or fire safe, like Department of Homeland Security, the fire marshal, like all that stuff. Like there's no way that they have those.
It's just got to be like cheap here or
Parameters.
something.
Yeah.
A female bed bug can lay up to 500 eggs in her lifetime.
The bed bugs are here. Oh, can you see
Nope.
them?
Nope. I just live
Ms.
out on
Lee
the
went out
street.
to get some fast food and came back. She grabs a chair, and their tiny bed turned into a dining table for a moment. In these homes, the internet is
That does look
almost
kinda
as
good, though.
important as electricity and water. For most residents, their cell phones are all they have in terms of entertainment.
What is your job?
I'm a part-time cleaner.
How much do you earn per month?
$650 US.
How much is the rent for your unit?
$320 US per month.
So half of your income goes to this 16 square feet unit.
I don't have anywhere else to live.
At least he's blocking out the cigarettes, I guess.
Why did they blur that out?
Are
She was
luckier
smoking.
because
What was she
they
smoking
can use
that they
this
didn't blur
area
out?
for storage. They can put their shoes, hang their clothes. It's like extra space, but the ones on the upper level are unlike here. They really struggle with the space. You have to do everything inside that coffin.
Now, we're visiting those upper units
Oh my
in a
gosh,
different
guys.
subdivided apartment.
No light,
These coffins
no
don't even
natural
have
light.
a space for a fan
Well,
inside.
not only that, just like
Let's do the math on that. What'd she say? $350 a month times
Yes.
30 people. They're getting $10,000 a month. Whoever owns that building gets $10,000 a month.
Just on that one floor.
Yeah, just to like let people live on one floor.
I don't even know.
That's like horrible corruption at its finest. Because I'm surely they don't do building maintenance. There's no way. Because there's nothing to maintain except for the structure itself.
Not only that, but like if they ever like,
if there was a fire, think about that. All those things that they had plugged in everywhere. There's no way.
well, I'm pretty sure there was a fire in one of these coffin homes not too long ago, and they were saying like it burnt down, and they weren't able to find anybody because hardly any of the people that lived in it got out.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, everybody would be able to hear everything. So,
Oh, yeah. Private time. That'd be
They're-
worse than having kids. At least you can shut and lock
They are
the door.
hanging out
yeah.
here in
Sorry.
the corridor. To afford the rent prices, some residents have to suffer through awful jobs at horrific hours. Frankie Chow works from 9 p.m. and gets back home at 5 a.m.
What is your job?
Metal work,
How much do you earn per month?
$1,250.
What is it like to live here?
Of course, not good. Narrow, really narrow. My cell is very simple. A TV, bed, basic daily stuff, a blanket, and a pillow. Nothing else.
So where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I'll be dead by then.
Wow.
Oh,
So, like,
$1,200 a month, though? That's not a lot of money.
I
I wonder what the poverty rates are, what the poverty line would be in China.
well, look it up. Look up what the poverty line in Hong Kong is. Like, I could see myself living in one of these if there's like light at the end of the tunnel. You know, like, okay, so if I live in one of these coffin homes for, I don't know, like a year,
Wow.
I'm saving up a lot of money or something, and then in a year I'm gonna move to a real apartment or something. But I don't know, like at half of your income, I don't know if you're ever getting out of that.
So, as of early 2024, that 1 in 5 residents in Hong Kong were living below the poverty line. That's
That's
about
crazy.
1.36 million people.
That's crazy. There we
you
go.
know, this
He
place
just
is
shut it. He's
very
like,
tight.
leave me alone. I want my privacy.
A lot of humidity here.
There are even smaller units than these upper units. Now we're on our way to visit someone who can't physically fit inside his coffin home. I can't even imagine how difficult it is to live like that.
Bro.
But before moving there, we checked the rest of this apartment and realized there is no kitchen. Those who can't afford to eat outside are forced to prepare their food in the filthy bathroom.
He's handling the food near the toilet. They don't have a kitchen, so this is where they have to prepare their meals. This space is also their bathroom.
That's
They
it?
even hang their
One
clothes
toilet?
above this toilet, which does not have a lid.
Approximately 7.5 million people live in this city. Get a bird's eye view of Hong Kong, and you'll be faced with a massive metropolitan city rising from the jungle like shoots of bamboo. There is only a limited amount of buildable land on the island. With space so scarce, desperate solutions have emerged, including a 10-story building built on top of an 8-story parking garage. This city is at full capacity. We're
It's
now in the
literally
next apartment.
standing
This
on
apartment opens.
toothpicks. Did you see that?
I did.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing safe about these coffin homes. Like, you have to think of like tuberculosis and like meningitis and things like that. Like some of the bigger things, because clearly these people don't care about and like their food safety, like their food prep conditions. Like, this is just
At some point where if I'm preparing my food in a bathroom, I'm thinking, wouldn't it just be better for me to live like outside? You know,
like at what point does it become, do you not want better for yourself?
I don't know. Maybe that's just all they've known. Maybe that's where they were born.
Directly into the bathroom.
Grime is just dripping from the walls.
Meet John. His door was open as he couldn't fit inside his home if he closed it. His left
That's-
shoulder sticks out of the coffin.
He's a big guy, and it must be hard to live in such a tight place. How is life here?
Look around. How would you feel?
Do you have any family?
I used
Well, that's
to.
a good point,
My
Squid
wife
Man.
left me because of my gambling.
That this is their
We're not in
alternative to
touch
living
anymore.
outside.
No, I only bet a little on horse racing. I ruined myself by gambling.
How do you get by then?
I get welfare.
Living without having any space to move around slowly destroys the body.
What do you do all day?
I have nothing to do. I just watch television. I'm scared to go anywhere. I'm afraid of my legs giving out and collapsing on the ground.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years in the future?
10 years? Probably in a grave.
Hopefully no. Why don't you have a mattress under yourself?
Because I can't fit.
People sometimes sleep without mattresses to
Oh my
avoid a
God.
bedbug infestation.
How long have you been living here like this?
18
Bro just has bugs. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
years.
Many never get to leave. In this concrete jungle, a minimum wage worker would need to save for 1,000 years to buy a 3-bedroom apartment.
Have you applied for government public housing?
Exactly. Exactly. If you get sick there, they probably just deal with it. No medicine. And like if the flu goes through that place, it probably goes through that place.
Yeah.
Everybody
Well,
gets it.
I think from what I'm understanding, like these are not like this is where you would expect to see like almost like a ghetto. You know what I mean? Like a very underserved community. Like this is not like your typical, oh, I go to work. Like these are going to be your people who would live off of like welfare or super low paying jobs, or so they really don't have the means to support themselves as it is. So like this is just the alternative to a tent on the street. Cuz it doesn't look even
Like-
in Hong Kong it looks like they don't, like not in like LA or Oregon or those other places. He looks terribly sad. And where we allow homelessness,
Yeah.
homeless camps and things like that. Like they really don't disturb them, at least here. But I think this is just to get them off the street to make Hong Kong appear
Well,
better.
Like I know I've seen a lot more places start to build tiny homes,
Mm-hmm.
and this isn't even a tiny home.
Mm-mm.
Like like other cities in the US now are starting to build these really like micro tiny homes. They're really only good for maybe like a week stay and super cold weather for the homeless. And they can store a few things there, maybe do like very light cooking. This would be the worst place
This is almost
you
like
could
a
be.
prison.
Yes, this
A
is
prison
worse than
situa-
prison, I
yeah,
think.
I think so. At least the US prisons.
At least in prison, like you can move around. You can't even move around in your
But I think this is a great example of the choices that you make in life directly affect later in life. Like everything you do while you're young matters.
I just applied. I'll need to wait for a long time to get a home.
Most people wait more than 10 years just to access government housing with lower rent, and even that isn't free. For many of them, the wait list feels like a life sentence. Now, let's say you didn't want to live in a coffin and wanted to have the comfort of standing up in your home. We went to a rental office to show you how much this luxury really costs.
We're in one of the average neighborhoods in Hong Kong. Let's say that you save some money and you want to buy a home. This is one of the cheapest options that you have here. This has only one room and it will cost you more than $1 million. It's a very, very small area. Let's say that you decide
350 square feet for $1 million, guys.
That's terrible.
That is insane.
That's a housing crisis. Absolutely. Too many people, not enough space.
decided to rent.
This single bedroom apartment will cost you around 4,000 US dollars per month.
And later, you'll see that even owning a grave here is harder than owning a home. In Hong Kong, wealth creates a massive gap between two worlds. Just 75 people own 10% of the country's fortune. So while the ultra
Yeah,
He
hold
said
on.
$4,000 a month for the second cheapest option.
Yeah, we'll
It'd be
just go back.
$4,000 a month.
Just go back a little bit. I was hoping he would give us a tour.
we went
Yeah,
to
right.
a rental office to
That
show
probably
you how
costs
much
money.
this luxury really costs.
We're in one of the average neighborhoods in Hong Kong. Let's say that you save some money and you want to buy a home. This is one of the cheapest options that you have here. This has only one room and it will cost you more than $1 million. It's a
Yeah, $1 million to buy
that.
this place for
And that's the cheapest
350
option.
square feet. That's crazy.
This room is more than 350 square feet.
But that's still that's like luxury to the coffin
Yeah,
home
no
people.
kidding.
But on 300 so you make $1,200 a month, and you're paying 350 to the coffin home people. You are never ever
Right. It's like the system is
getting out of that.
designed to make sure that they stay in that position.
That is absolutely crazy.
Very, very small area. Let's say that you decided to rent.
This single bedroom apartment will cost you around $4,000 per month.
And later, you'll see that even owning a grave here is harder
That's
than owning a
nuts.
home. In Hong Kong, wealth creates a massive gap between two worlds. Just 75 people own 10% of the country's fortune. So while the ultra-rich cruise around the world in their luxury cars and live in massive houses, the lowest income bracket doesn't even get space to breathe. The life expectancy...
Was that bro's home?
I think so. Just
He
a
just-
little balcony.
It's like, yo guys, this is my house, chilling up and on the balcony. Just let me
in massive
find
houses.
it. Yeah, this is his
The lowest
house
income
right up here,
bracket
guys.
doesn't even...
Just chilling. It's a ledge. It's not even a balcony.
It may actually be that might be his stuff right there.
Yeah. That's so sad.
even get space to breathe. Though life expectancy here is one of the highest in the world at 84, many people still have to do back-breaking work, even after retirement, just to afford sky-high housing costs, or they can't survive. That's why elderly people can be seen collecting cardboard on the streets.
The income inequality of life here is very sad. It's like day and night.
If the landlady finds out, we'll be in trouble. I don't care what they're filming.
That is sad.
She can kick us out. The landlady won't allow it.
We only kept this part in the video to show you how these tenants live in constant fear, knowing their landlords could throw them out at any moment. For those who lose their homes, life on the streets is inevitable.
Buy a bottle of water. I'm really thirsty. Help me open the cap. Put it there. Thank you.
She's not very grateful, is she?
She felt thirsty, as July is one of the hottest months of the year. The apparent
Her
temperature
toes.
in Hong Kong.
They're falling off. The nails are necrotic. Like she probably losing those feet.
That poor lady.
But she's not being very nice about it. I mean, I can't imagine that I would be a super nice person if I was suffering on the street like that. Just saying.
Maybe she is being nice and it's just in a different length.
Put
Look
it
at her.
there.
No, she's not.
Thank you. Thank you.
She felt
No,
thirsty,
she said
as July is
thank
one of
you,
the
right
hottest
there.
months of the year. The apparent temperature in Hong Kong was around 110 degrees Fahrenheit at the time.
Wow.
So hot here, so humid.
As soon as I came to this new apartment, I got hit by warm and musty air. The ceiling has tons of mold on it. The air inside Coffin homes is 4 times more polluted than what's
Just a
safe.
horrible human being to mess with people who are already down. That's not right.
Yeah, if you do that, you're an absolute horrible person. I don't know why you would want to mess with food and give it to somebody, especially when they're already down. It's crazy to think this could be us. Yeah, it's just by your stroke of unluck or stroke of luck, you know.
I feel like the system is designed to keep them in this position. Whereas, like in the US, we have programs and things like that to help. You know what I mean?
It's really bad, but like it happens often. People spit. Ugh, that's absolutely terrible. And because I keep thinking, if I were in this position, I would just move to a different part of their country. But they're on an island, so maybe they can't afford to
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they can. I think the system is designed to keep them in this position.
like a permanent
because they
underclass.
will never.
to
If they're
serve the
paying
rich.
$350, that's what they said. Like 10 people own 75% or 75, like whatever. Like some crazy small population owns the wealth in that area.
Yeah, that's
They-
absolutely.
They don't want to share.
And that's insane. Just insane.
To breathe. The entryway is a complete mess. A resident is desperately mopping up dirty
Somebody
water
needs to help, bro.
constantly dripping onto the floor.
Oh.
Then, I got inside an empty coffin home myself. I immediately felt boxed in, like the walls were closing in on me. This is the most bare-bones coffin we've visited. The person who lives here owns almost nothing. On one side, there are stickers on the wall with a blue sky, clouds, flowers, and butterflies. It's like an escape from the claustrophobia. On the other side is a metal grate. You feel like you're in a cage.
I feel like that would be the way to go. If you had to live in a coffin home, I really feel like owning nothing would be the way to go. The less you own, the better. Just because like you wouldn't be as cramped. There, whatever you had to do, maybe like a small rice cooker or something like that, and that's about it.
Well, because in rice cookers and stuff, you can cook like your meat, like an Instapot or something like that. You could cook everything in there.
That would be the jerkiest thing anybody could do. I saw an article where a person put the world's hottest chip on the food of a homeless person, died. Oh my gosh, they died.
Wow.
Wow, that's absolutely messed up.
You cannot tell me that there is not evil in this world. 100%.
You can't get fresh air or sunlight here.
It's so hot here. Very humid. How do people sleep here? I can't even breathe properly. Imagine hanging your clothes here, sleep, watch YouTube on your mobile phone. Nowhere else to go. Just walk the neighborhood and come back here and nothing else.
That seems probably like one of the best coffin homes right there, just because it's like lively.
Yeah, they don't have anything.
I would want as
nothing.
much.
To make your coffin home bearable, you can own nothing.
Good. They should have went to jail. I heard stories about people adding.
We should do ghosty stories one time. What's up, Rob? We are looking at coffin homes.
Yes.
In Hong Kong.
In your life. While sleeping,
it's very
there might be a lot of noise from your neighbors. Sad. It's very sad. I want to go.
In some homes, the front door is just a curtain, so people living inside have zero security.
Hello.
Hi.
That's crazy. I didn't know Japan had them.
There's laundry here.
Oh, she has her
in the kitchen, which is practically one with the toilet.
Panties up there.
This isn't hygienic at all. Here they have a washing machine. They're trying to make the best of this space, but it seems chaotic. My friend had to get on the toilet lid just to get this shot.
She's washing vegetables in the same sink people use after using the toilet. This puts them at a serious risk of contamination, as fecal bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella could get on her food and make her sick. Mr. Lee is one of the many people staying in a coffin while still alive.
While still alive? I think that needed to be said.
But do they know? Like, here's one thing. It's like if you don't know that you can get salmonella from, washing it in this sink, that's like one thing.
That's exactly what I said, Blood. Like things like tuberculosis and polio and meningitis, E. coli, C. diff, like this is prime breeding ground for that. You have so many people in such tight quarters. Like this is truly like living in like prior time, like Roman times where they did, well, I feel like the Romans had better water and like the aqueducts where they would actually go to the bathroom and it would like carry it away. Like, that's insane. But
imagine being somebody who knows about all the viruses that you could get just from doing what they're doing.
Well, that's what I just keep looking at. Just like, well, the bed bugs and the roaches, those bring on their own.
I know. But, and then being ignorant. So like, if you can be blissfully ignorant in this situation. And then if you're a person who knows, that's 100 times worse. That's 100 times worse. That's all I'm saying.
This home is the most crammed one we've seen so far.
I can't find a job because once I was arrested for theft. I found a phone in the street and didn't report it to the police. Later, they found it on me and arrested me.
Are prison cells more comfortable than coffin homes?
Yeah, that's correct.
In Hong Kong, prisoners get 80 square feet of space with a personal toilet. Unlike the 16 square foot homes, they also have enough space to stand up in.
So these people are better off going to jail.
I was literally about to say that you would be better off just being a career criminal in Hong Kong.
Same space, 10 coffin homes could be stacked on top of each other. Now we're going to meet with Wong.
How did you end up here?
It was a long time ago. I'm a poor man now, not a rich man. Before here, I had a house, a wife, and a daughter.
They left you?
Sure.
Do you ever talk to them?
I have no money, so they won't talk to me.
How old are you right now?
63. This is my...
Oh, and I didn't even think about this. Having a family is a luxury in Hong Kong. You can't have a family unless you are well off. There's no way.
Could you imagine all 5 of us trying to be in that?
Or 3. Okay. Just to buy 2 coffin homes, that would be like $700. Even then, you couldn't fit like your whole family in 2 coffin homes.
No.
That is nuts.
Table. It is for everything. Can you see it?
Each jail
I have my
is over
clothes
30%
inside that.
capacity.
And this is the pot I use
Wow.
for cooking noodles.
Wong invited us to tag along on his short daily routine outside. First, he took us to his temple. Despite the temple being closed, Wong insisted on praying at the gates. Despite all the hardships he encounters, he's still thankful for what he has. Along the way, he stopped at the market stall and bought some fruit with the little money he had. Then he went to the restaurant that he had coupons for. The restaurant serves a variety of dishes with a side of rice. They're usually very high in sodium and fats. He felt embarrassed about using meal vouchers, so he preferred to eat at home. The first thing he does is put his groceries into a fridge shared with more than 20 people. After that, Wong climbed into his home and started eating his food.
I can't imagine that people leave your food alone either.
Oh.
They just take it. There's no way you can have a communal fridge.
Yeah, they'd just be like, oh, hey, I'm gonna have some of this. I'm a little hungry.
Ostrich draws the line right there.
There's-
20 people. No way.
Yeah, no, they're
There's no
definitely
way.
they're definitely partaking.
Like, I know how messy our fridge gets just from having kids. I can't imagine how messy and disgusting. And, like, you can't clean it because you're at risk of ruining somebody else's food by leaving it out to
Maybe
clean
they
it.
have like a cleaning day where everybody has to have their food out or something.
Oh, yeah, or their trash collection.
Oh yeah, so like Thursday, everything gets thrown out.
Yeah. Scrolling on YouTube Shorts.
That's he needs it. He needs it. They need some type of entertainment. Imagine, guys, he's gonna see our reaction video because I'll break these down into shorts about him on the coffin homes one day. He's gonna be watching it.
Sedentary lifestyle and the unhealthy foods offered at the restaurants are ruining his health.
Look, I have high blood pressure.
Having such high blood pressure can increase the risk of heart complications.
Oh.
However,
how bad was that?
Oh. That's approaching stroke level.
Oh.
Like,
so,
that's bad.
So he needs to like get out and
Yeah,
walk?
no. We need we need medications. We need interventions. That was atrocious. Oh,
Okay.
My heart fell to my butt when I saw that. Oh my gosh. Whew.
Okay. So I'm assuming they probably don't have a free clinic there.
No, I guarantee you they do. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh my. Oh, he needs some help. That's bad. That's really bad.
Well, he's just chilling in his bed, so I think this is like normal for him.
That's not okay.
I remember when mine was higher than that. I'm lucky I've never had a high blood pressure, and I'm hoping that's going to be the remainder for the rest of my life, but hopefully nobody else goes through that.
I think death would be more kind to some of these people than the conditions that they're in.
Yeah,
that is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
The cemetery you're about to see shows you that even death is not an escape here.
Every day is the same here. Finish the lunch and watch videos. This is for lunch and dinner.
He carefully rationed his food so he could stretch it for 2 meals.
Do you use illegal substances?
Maybe
No,
you
I
can't
don't.
have a cigarette on YouTube
So many
or
people
something.
use things like that here.
Once it's dark, the love homes open for business. Long took us to one nearby that he knew about.
There's a girl in each room. There's someone inside. It says,
Sorry, I
"Please
feel
wait."
like we jumped a few chapters. Can we even show this?
He's near stroke, but he's going to his love home, okay?
I mean, that's a manual pressure release, I guess, so sure.
There we go.
Just some people coming to have a look.
He denies visiting these places,
He's
but
like,
seems
yeah,
to
like
know his
that
way
one.
around them just fine.
Wait a minute.
It's a 1 hour.
He goes, he denies visiting these places
But yeah,
as we're on camera here.
Our massage for $65 US.
These love homes are actually subdivided apartments too. Because of the housing prices, even
He
these
looks
women
happy.
can't afford full-size units.
If this was the highlight of
People live
your
and stay
day.
in coffins in Hong Kong. Where does that leave the dead?
Here, even a basic burial plot can cost up to tens of thousands of US dollars, and that is if you're lucky to find one. Recently, a burial plot here was sold for $128,000.
Because they are more affordable, most people rent
$128,000
graves rather than
Yeah,
own
look,
them.
there's no
Space
space.
is so
I wonder
limited
if that's
that even
a,
graves in public cemeteries are not permanent. After 6 years, the body must be removed and cremated. As space runs out, cremation has become the only option.
Is that like a cultural thing to like be buried rather than cremated?
I think
That's
so.
what I kind of wonder.
But did you just hear that their graves aren't permanent?
Yeah, they have to be dug up and be cremated. But that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you choose to be cremated or not to be buried versus cremated? I want to be cremated. I want Howard to take me to all the places that underrated chat. Yeah. Hi, Tron. How are you? Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about being buried that gives me the ick. I realize I won't care, but especially like, don't put me in a cemetery where I don't know any of these people.
What I want is for Pillow to put me on one of those Viking pyres and then burn me like an open burn. You know what I'm
Viking
saying?
funeral.
Yeah, I want a Viking funeral. Not gonna lie.
So we were actually talking about this today at lunch, and we decided, Howard was like, after how many generations do your ashes just get thrown out? Because like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I have ashes from my dad, right? Well, like, I could pass them down to my kids, but like, eventually their kids and their kids and their kids, when do they disappear? So Howard was like, I want them to take me forever. And I was like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put Howard's ashes in like this creepy talisman looking thing.
This is a good idea.
And say that there's a family curse and you have to hold the talisman. Otherwise, the curse will come upon you and your family. And really, it's just Howard in a creepy looking urn.
Yeah. But like,
It's a great idea.
I was just thinking about that. Like, at what point do you, like, I'm assuming your ashes always get passed down to like the next family member. But at what point are they like, I don't even know great grandma Dramina, and like, who is she? And why am I keeping her ashes?
Babe,
and not
can
only
I request
that
I be poured into your ashes so our bones can be combined forever.
That sounds like a wonderful, yes, yes. And here's Grandma and Grandpa Barker till someone loses the urn, but they're going to lose it on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean, it's pretty hard to lose an urn though. Like, so we have like a big one for my dad, but then all of us kids got a little one. Make a tulpa. I
don't even know what a tulpa is, but
did you ever watch Sam and Dean?
I did. Anyway, we're off topic here. This is crazy that you get dug up. Your grave isn't even permanent here. That is nuts. Listen, at that point, I'm telling y'all, if my grave isn't permanent, do not bury me. Do not get me any type of grave thingy-mabobber at all. It's just a waste of money.
The ashes rest in tiny drawers, no bigger than a shoebox. Just like these ones. The government has promised to end the housing crisis by 2049. About 220,000 people are stuffed into terrible homes.
Yeah, 2049. So, guys, we got
and the government is promising this. It's never going to come to fruition.
So there's at least 14. We got 24 years before they're going to do that. 24 years.
And how? How?
It's a good question.
One of the richest places in the world. They are not there to be protected, but to be hidden from the eyes of the rich.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Ruhi Chenet was here.
Oh, jeez Louise.